Now, Heidi, before we speak about what's happened in the PIC inquiry today, you saw we carried news of the new chairperson of the PIC, one Ruel Khoza, a man who comes with a huge amount of experience. What did the Finance Minister, Tito Mboweni, have to say about the importance of the work that this new board will have to do?
Huge experience, but also huge responsibility, given the fact that the PIC board has been in shambles for some time now. The previous PIC board resigned in February this year because of all the allegations against that particular board that have been coming out of this commission of inquiry, and the two play, they go hand in hand. But Finance Minister Tito Mboweni finally announcing the board. He did so about 2 weeks ago, but today we got an opportunity to meet everyone and also to announce the chairperson and the deputy chairperson of the PIC board, which is really significant given the fact that in the last 2 decades we've actually seen a deputy finance minister taking over that role. And a big factor that's been playing out in this commission of inquiry is how there's serious political influence and decision making within the PIC because of the role of the deputy finance minister being the chairperson. We've had accusations against former finance minister Nhlanhla Nene, Mondli Gungubele, and a number of finance ministers, because of their political exposure and then being within the PIC and of course having to make certain decisions. So very key, the finance minister saying that it's no longer going to happen. You don't have SAA or Eskom having Minister Pravin Gordhan as the chairperson of those particular boards, so why should it be that case in the PIC? He says that the politics should not interfere with the PIC and that the PIC should leave the politics up to him as a finance minister, and the PIC should focus, the board should focus on restoring credibility and just growth within the PIC because of what's been happening.
Now back to today's proceedings at the PIC inquiry. Dan Matjila doubling down on and maintaining that he put no pressure on his staff when it came to that AO technology investment.
Yes, and I mean the biggest allegation here is that he constantly put pressure on his staff members to make sure that that AO Technology Solutions investment happens. And throughout this commission of inquiry, you're hearing staff members, top executives within the PIC worked very closely with that transaction, saying that Matjila was hell-bent on making sure that that AO Technology Solutions deal happened. That one allegation was that he was best friends, or he is best friends with Iqbal Survey, who's the majority shareholder in all these companies, particularly AO Technology, and that's the only reason why that happened. He's denied this. He said he's never put anybody under pressure. He said he's made sure that the teams within the PIC, be it the investment committee, the risk committee, the due diligence committee, which all play an important part in making sure that the investments go according to the way they should. He says he's made sure that he's let them work independently and never put pressure on them.
Now, there's been continued questions being asked about the value of those AO Technology shares. We've seen all kinds of figures being thrown around, but Matjila says he thought it was a good deal, and he can't understand what the fuss is about.
Yes, he's basically saying that there's logic to all of this madness that everybody's saying, that the company was overvalued, because experts and analysts had been saying that one share, share price for one share was not even valued at 10 Rand, and the PIC bought one share at 43 Rand. So of course that bumped up the value of the company and increasing the value of AO Technology. That's why the PIC pumped in 4.3 billion Rand into that particular company. But Dan Matjila is saying that that's not the case. He says when the value of a company is determined, they also look at future prospects and the pipeline of how the company is going to perform. And he says that it's important for people to remember that everybody thought this company was going to perform, but he blames bad media coverage and all other factors contributing to that. But let's listen to what Dan Matjila had to say about that.
In the appraisal report, the team had come to the evaluation range of 45 to 47 rands per share. The PIC paid 43 per share as per pre-listing statement for a 29% stake, thereby valuing IO at 14.8 billion rands. Even though its assets were estimated at 222, this is net asset value of an ICT company is no indication of its investment potential. The real investment potential lies in its contract and its deal pipeline. Therefore, the price of 43 per share was based on the future pipeline of deals to be executed by IO with BT and its strategic partner. From my experience, I was satisfied with this valuation. I was satisfied this valuation was reasonable.
So the former CEO there of the PIC, Dan Matjila, giving testimony to the PIC inquiry, not back tomorrow, Heidi.
No, he's back on Monday for the 4th week, I must add. I think it's going to be day 13 that he's been on the stand. So it's been a bit tough for him, but of course he has been the CEO for the past 4 years, and lots of allegations and lots that he needs to explain to the Commission of Inquiry. So back on Monday at 9:30.
I'm sure you'll be there to bring us the very latest. Thank you so much. Heidi Jokos updating us on the very latest from the PIC inquiry.